Hey, how you doing? How's everybody doing? It's Chris Njigha here from chrisandjigha.com. Back again with you guys with another very exciting episode today. Yes, so let's make sure we are on and live. I do believe we are. Hey, how you wow. Oh yeah. We're on. Okay, great. So, real quick today, I wanted to bring you some real quick value content. Today, what are we talking about? We're talking about little known truths about quitting your job and going full time. All right, so a nice little popular topic. I wanted to give my take on it. All right, so if you don't know me, real quick, my name is Chris Njigha. Hey, I'm your friend. I'm all about empowering home business entrepreneurs to be more, create more, and make more results online. All right, so we're gonna get right to it real quick. Right, so a few truths about quitting your job and going full time. What I've found is that quitting your job is a real popular thing, right? It's a real popular topic. It's real sexy. It gets people thinking. It gets people, really excited about the concept of quitting their job, quitting, the 9 to 5 and being full time in their business, in their home business, in their traditional business, whatever business that you have going on. It's very exciting, right? But I feel like it's not as the truth about it is not really explained as much as and understood the way it should. So here's a few truths that I've learned that I think will be extremely valuable and kind of change your whole concept of how you view your job in the first place, right? First one is that many times people feel like, oh, I gotta quit my job because and go full time on my business because I don't have enough time to devote to my business and my job is taking away that time. And the truth is that if you don't have enough time right now to do your business and your job, you're not going to have enough time when you have just your business. All right. Because it's not about the amount of time that you have. It's about your management of your time. You're managing it poorly, most likely. All right. You have to be able to run your business efficiently on a part-time basis before you can translate to a full-time basis. Trust me, I know this, right? Because I used to think, oh, I just don't have enough time. I have work at the hospital, I have my kids, I have my wife, I have other things going on, and this business, I really would like to just quit my job, right? And when I had some huge amount of time available away from work, it didn't translate into more business. It didn't, right? Spent a lot of time trying to figure things out and realized that I didn't have a process. I didn't have a way to manage my time and therefore was losing time. So it didn't matter whether I was full-time, part-time, or no time, right? Wasn't going to get any more results going full-time when I couldn't handle it part-time. So that's a truth that will really be helpful for you. Number two is it's a concept that I've learned. I heard this once before, but I really didn't understand it until I went through it personally. How you do anything is how you do everything. Okay? Many times, now if you're in a job that let's say you hate it and you don't like it, okay, that's one thing, right? If you don't like your job, then I encourage you to find a job that you do like, right? Because the fact of the matter is you're going to still need some kind of steady income coming in while you build your part-time home business or your side business or your home or your business in a part-time basis, right? It needs time to grow. So you're still going to need some type of steady income from some job or career that you're working with. So if you don't like the one you're in, I encourage you to find one you do like, right? And here's something that is interesting. Here's something that's going to blow your mind, right? It seems like a lot of people in the network marketing home business space really get a kick out of saying quitting your job because you hate your job and your job sucks and job sucks and just over broke and all kinds of little notions and quotes and cliches that folks come up with about bashing jobs, right? And I won't be the first to tell you that I think about this differently. And I encourage you to just humor me on this and think about this, right? Why are we so moved by quitting jobs and bashing jobs, right? Most people want this feel of quitting their job that they hate, and it's true that about 80 to 90% of people are not satisfied at their place of work, but I'm explaining to you why that may be the case. And a lot of people want to quit it and move into full-time into their own business. But here's the thing. Here's the thing that is powerful, right? Is that how you treat your job is exactly how you're going to treat your business. Most people at your place of work, maybe you too, complain about their job. They hate their job. They make excuses about it. They spend all their time bashing it, right? And how much they hate it, how much it sucks, how much people hate at the job sucks, how much the company sucks. Everything sucks, right? Rarely do any of these people, rarely are people really putting the energy into making the job that they do work, right? Because if you don't find importance in your job and in your work, you're not going to be important in your job, in your work. You see, the way you carry yourself in your place of work is exactly the same way you're going to carry yourself into your home business. Why is it that most people, 80 to 90% of people who get involved in network marketing or any home business entrepreneurial thing, even in entrepreneurship in general, fail? Why? It's so sexy, right? It's so sexy. Remember, that's the thing. Quit your job and get into working for yourself, right? But see, most people can't handle working for themselves. They lack the skill set and the personal development to make it work in their entrepreneurial ventures. The same exact reason why they're not doing well and lacking in their very jobs. Because you see, it's an employee mindset that you have, that most people have at their jobs. It's the employee mindset that allows you to make excuses, to complain, to go into these whole sessions, right? I've seen sessions where people just conglomerate together and they're like bashing the job and they want to take turns and saying how bad the job sucks and everything about it. But nobody's talking about how can they improve their work? How can they improve the organization that they work with? What ideas can they bring to make the organization work more efficiently and better? Here's something that I realized. I talked to a high-level entrepreneur and to someone who worked in my organization. And she said this, the top high-level executive, the one who's worked his butt off, who has ideas and is put in effort to improve the organization, he said it's lonely up there. Lonely. There's not as much competition as you may think about that is up there. Why? Because most people are too busy bashing, complaining, making excuses. Not enough people are thinking about what value can they bring to improve their job. Not many people are thinking that their job is important. Not many people think that they themselves are important enough to make some difference about it. And this translates into your entrepreneurial ventures. How you do anything is how you do everything, right? Your brain doesn't like say, oh, you're going to be awesome in your job, but or awesome in your business, but terrible at your job. No, your brain is like, everything is pretty much the same. So how you approach your job is pretty much how you approach your business, which is pretty much how you approach your relationships, which is pretty much how you approach everything in your life. Right? So I encourage you to feel like your job is important. Take some ownership in it. I'm telling you, nobody's doing it. I talked to a top earner and she was like, oh, it's lonely up here. Why? Because most people don't do the work and don't have the mindset or the skill set to do what it takes to make it to becoming a top earner. Everybody wants it. It's very sexy. It's very learning to bring people in, but rarely do people grind and sit down and focus and do the work that's necessary. Rarely. Maybe you will, right? And so that is one of the biggest things that I've noticed is that if you're job bashing, stop it. Cease job bashing immediately. And if you love your job, which is great, right? If you love your job, that's awesome because now you're past the whole job bashing part. You can start looking and seeing, well, you know what? I've not really been looking about how I can improve. I've been the kind of person that's just been walking away when they say they need help. I've been the kind of person that's like doesn't come up with any ideas or any ways to improve when they're saying when they're looking. I've been the person that's just kind of just walking away and not volunteering. Well, now you can be that person that does those things, stands out, right? Brings importance to the work that you do, and thereby telling you that's where recognition, that's where the money comes from, that's where the prestige comes from. When you give a damn, all right? Right? And start putting the work in necessary and the skill set and the mindset to get results. And when you do this in your place of work, you're going to find fulfillment and satisfaction there, as well as in your business, as well as in your entrepreneurship ventures, right? And here's the third thing. The third thing that I learned that someone shared this too. I was in a recent interview and he shared this. He was like, hey, if you hate your job, all right, and you're really trying to get out of it, you got to strategically do it, right? You just can't quit all willy-nilly. It's all nice and dandy to just, I quit, right? You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. The world is a small place, right? You can't afford to burn bridges. Trust me, you can't do that. All right? So you want to strategically quit. Here's a big tip. If you're going to quit and you're saying it, and you feel like it's time and it's ready, make sure you have a year. I said 1 year. That's right. 12 months worth of savings already stashed. Before you even attempt to do it. This was a tip I picked up from a top earner. He's absolutely right, because all kinds of things happen in the network marketing, home business space. Things are happening, changes are being made all the time. It's basically an insurance policy to protect you so that you're not up blank creek, right? Because you didn't prepare and you weren't ready and you didn't foresee certain changes and things, challenges that came along, right? So it's just a insurance policy, right? So that's it, guys. That's all I got. Hey, glad that y'all are here. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Hey, if what I was saying was like you felt that truth bomb hit, if that was a truth bomb, I felt like you just there was a couple of truth bombs that just blew up, then please hit amen, right? Type amen in the comments, all right? Type amen, right? How you do anything is how you do everything. I challenge you to approach your place of work, approach your business the same way, with an entrepreneurial mindset. If it's going to be, it's up to me. With, hey, you know what? I'm going to contribute. I'm no longer focusing on the negatives, right? I'm going to focus on the positives. My place of work may not be my destiny. It may not be the ideal place for me, but you know what? Guess what? I'm here. And if I'm here, I'm going to give the best that I can. And if I hate it that much, then just find another one. At least go to another job where you feel like you can bring some value and some importance. All right? And those are my truths for you right there. If anybody else tells you anything else about that, I would be careful with all that, all right? Because that's truth right there, and you can take that to the bank right there. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope that was valuable. If you did, definitely give the video a like. Definitely throw in some amen comments in there. Just give me your feedback. What's your experience? What have you felt and heard about this? And what is your experience on quitting your job and going full-time in your business, all right? And oh, by the way, if you want to learn how to generate some leads to help your business get going and you can definitely get the full-time status, then you might want to check out the link I got. Click on the link. Put your name and email address in. I'll send you my free training that I got that's going to show you how you can generate leads for free and start working in leads into your business today. All right. So click on that link. Get your free training. That's it. I'm out of here. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, be blessed and stay hungry out there. Bye now.